Sports Nation, Matt Barnes says Kobe should join LeBron.
Even Kobe was laughing at that.
I co-sign that. I co-sign all of that.
Boy, you ain't gonna get no car co-signing that.
New Laker fans. Meanwhile, Rockets getting better or worse? Thoughts, guys?
Yes.
Worse? Both?
I'm about to say
better and
the
worse.
latter. Worse.
And I don't have a problem with this.
Me either.
Who
Me either.
cares?
Safety first.
cares?
So how are we gonna do the segment? Nobody disagrees.
Sports Nation is presented by Toyota.
Mad about that. Yeah.
All right, so welcome to Sports Nation. It's Sherry Champion, Marcellus Wiley.
You still
Countdown. 4 more days.
What y'all trying to do?
Including this, right? So it's 4. But
Y'all kicking me out.
We see
it's
that.
one thing to say y'all want to say bye-bye, but y'all kind of...
I mean, we're going to play Boys to Men and stuff for the last day. Don't worry.
We're not going to sing, though, because we can't afford it.
Who's the emotional one up here?
Me.
Me.
We're going to get a tear, too?
Oh,
Like,
I'm going to give you 4 Denzel.
Thug tears.
You going to go Glory?
He just be like, oh.
Squeeze it out. Squeeze it out.
You know what? This probably won't end well. All presented by Toyota.
There it is.
The Lakers offseason has been interesting so far. They signed LeBron, Rajon Rondo, added Lance Stevenson, and JaVale McGee. Chris Mannix of Yahoo Sports says he is not a fan of the moves. He said this yesterday on the Dan Patrick Show. So let's listen.
The guys around him, Dan, just make no sense. And that doesn't even take into account the brewing, war that could take place between Rondo and Lonzo and LeVar, who you have to throw in this mix as well. I mean, the Lakers are doing a hell of a job selling this narrative, that type of team that will take LeBron into through the final stage of his career. But I think it's total nonsense. I think this is the type of team that spontaneously combusts right around midseason.
Okay, I think what Chris Mannix said was total nonsense. Like, why are we even? Why go
LeVar? Yeah.
Why go LeVar?
That's when he lost me too.
Why make him a story?
Yeah.
He's not even in the story. He's been quiet for how long? Months. And for us, that's a lifetime. So meanwhile, based on what he had to say, I understand what he's saying about the locker room and the chemistry. Dave McMenamin joining us right now, guys.
Dave McMenamin.
Thank you so much, Dave. Creeping in from the jump. Talk to us about his take that this team could spontaneously combust. And I'm not even thinking about LeVar, but your take on that.
I mean, I see why he says it. I don't think it's so misinformed or outlandish to say it. But there is so much motivation for LeBron to make this thing work. And he's had influence on all the people they're bringing in. So Lance Stevenson is here because of LeBron. Rajon Rondo is here because of LeBron. So he will have to kind of shepherd those guys through the process when it does get dicey on the court.
But you don't think what we take issue with, or that Marcellus and I was like, the LeVar statement was a little too far-fetched. I understand. Look, Rajon Rondo, Lance Stevenson, that is all these people with their tempers is a recipe for a disaster if not handled well. Your thoughts?
If the locker room didn't have good leadership, then it could be disastrous. But LeBron James, if there's a fire, he's an extinguisher. He's going to take care of business. Right. Listen, back in the 90s, Dennis Rodman to the Chicago Bulls, to me, was the biggest shocker in terms of the enemy coming into the locker room and joining its franchise. And what happened? They won three straight championships with Dennis Rodman, with Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen in the history they've had. I would have thought at this point, this sort of nonsense in terms of, oh, these guys can't get along, I would have thought it would have been squashed just from that. Or LeBron James and Draymond Green getting their haircuts together in the barbershop, sitting there chilling after they've been fighting in the finals.
Right.
Yeah. Chris Mannix needs to take a little stroll to the deep end of the pool, because I think if you look at this beyond the surface, take a deeper dive, this is a great moves by the Lakers. There's an oven and there's a microwave mentality to what the Lakers are approaching this season. They have 3 guys we just named on 1-year deals, right? That's the microwave. And they're there to groom the ones in the oven, which is Kuzma, which is Ingram, which is Lonzo Ball. And the thing about Lonzo Ball, everyone noticed last year, was twofold. One, not aggressive enough. Have you ever said that about Rajon Rondo? Not aggressive enough. So that dog that's in Lonzo, and every single player has a dog, different type, he's going to bring that dog out of him, along with Ingram as well. But 2, you look at the fact that now you have these guys going out there, Lance Stevenson, all these defensive-minded playmakers. Houston 2.0, which was up 3-2 on Golden State before injury. They zigged when everyone else was zagging. You can't outscore Golden State. You can outdefend them.
You make a great point. And what did the Cavs need last year? What did they lack so poorly? That was defense. And that LeBron was so upset about that. So you're right about them being the reason why he helped bring this group together.
And also, one more thing on LeVar, and not that we should get...
Oh, here you go.
The reason he had a voice last year is because it was the Lakers platform, but not the Lakers players to fill that platform. Well, LeBron's there now.
Yeah.
So he gets the microphone.
Sure.
Everything goes through him. LeVar, we will be barely talking about.
You like what the Lakers have done this offseason?
They got LeBron James.
That's
I
all
love it.
right.
That's amazing. Yes, of course.
Yeah,
It's a wrap. All right, so speaking of, up next, Mamba and the King. LeBron joining the Lakers has some Kobe fans torn, but Matt Barnes has a different take on it. I was like, when will the foolery begin? So TMZ Sports caught up with Matt Barnes and listen to what he said about Kobe coming out of retirement and playing alongside with LeBron.
Dope. I don't know if it'll happen. That'd be dope, though.
No, so just no. That's not going to happen. The last time Kobe played, he scored 60 points in an epic performance. We love that Kobe. We remember that Kobe. He's not coming out of retirement. It's not going to happen. I'll turn to you, Dave McMenamin. Your thoughts on him possibly coming, even considering this, coming out of retirement?
If I had to choose one word, I know Matt said dope. Pathetic. It would be pathetic. It would be bad for the Lakers organization. It would be bad for LeBron. It would be bad for Kobe's legacy. Let's move on.
Okay, that's fair.
You're taking it way too seriously.
Oh, boy.
Sports is one thing and one thing only: entertainment.
Oh, boy.
We may put it in a different category because of the work ethic, because of, you know, depending on the sport, it could be danger involved. But at the end of the day, we're here to be entertained. I love the idea of just one more again, seeing Kobe out there on the floor, this time with LeBron James. Why? Because it'll be entertaining. I don't think it'll be a firestorm. I don't think it'll...
It will be sad.
It won't derail. Why would it be sad?
What is Kobe going to do?
Yeah, you forget.
Kobe's going to entertain us.
You forget the Kobe that would show up with LeBron. It's not the young Kobe with the halo afro. It ain't going to be even this Kobe in 24.
Yeah.
It's going to be 4 ice packs and duct tape Kobe, who was hobbling to the free throw line with a torn Achilles. And that was a few years ago. Yeah. This dude cannot play basketball anymore, and it's okay. There's a big 3 out there for guys who still feel the juice. But Kobe, if you want the juice, go there. And Matt Barnes is showing us.
That would be pathetic.
What do you mean?
That going
Kobe in the big 3?
Asking Kobe to go to the big 3.
Playing the NBA.
To me, asking Kobe to go to the big 3 because he can't play anymore
He would never.
be pathetic.
No, he would never, and he should. He should.
But asking Kobe to come back in and like help mentor these young guys and have some fun.
Mentor, man.
Yes, man.
They already went through that process.
He's a new fan, and these are
these are new fan.
You're a new Laker fan. It says it here. It says it here.
NBA also, we used to have the old timers game, and they got rid of it because guys were blowing out knees and muscles and all. Like,
we didn't get to ask you this though. How do you feel about the fans who are upset that LeBron is here and they feel as if it's going to somehow displace Kobe in terms of Laker loyalty and him being?
That means that they're Kobe fan, not Laker fans.
Get them.
Also, if you care about the Lakers, you should always want them to be in position to win championships.
That's fair.
Because that's what their whole brand is. LeBron made them way closer to winning a championship than they have been in the last 5 years. So, I mean, those fans are misinformed.
Yeah, the tie for second, Vegas odds right now is being a favorite to go beat Golden State. So that's the one player that basically in LeBron James. So Matt Barnes, as much as I love him,
I love Matt. That's my dog.
it's legal in California. We all know that, right? And Matt ain't the one.
Michael Jordan came back and played for the Wizards, and we were entertained.
Go home.
We were entertained.
To what extent?
Yes.
We were entertained. But sports is supposed to be about entertainment, the personalities, the narratives.
You know who did it best? Seinfeld. He never came back.
Walked away.
I wouldn't come back either.
On top, but he was still on top, and that was it. And that was it. You ain't got to do all that.
Yeah.
You agree?
Peace out.
Peace. All right, coming up next.
Entertain us, Kobe.
Don't do it.
Yo, man.
I don't like it. We're talking about the Rockets. That's what I've been told. So are they getting better or worse? Quickly.
Maybe Kobe could play for them.
I'm going to save my hot take.
You got your...
It ain't hot, though. Sports Nation.
Sports Nation is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
He now has a special tribute for you. So Marcellus, come on out. Oh no. Wow. What
What's up, ED?
What's up, Marcellus?
So good. So good.
Not the Jerry curl.
Yeah, this you. I'm 85 Eric Dickinson right here. Oh, man.
How do you feel?
Oh, man. Only had two idols growing up. John Elway and that man right there, Eric Dickerson. Amazing. Him in the red Camaro, 85, with the big Jerry curl and the big goggles. Tall running back, ran upright. Same thing I was doing at that young age. And when I got a chance to meet him for real and converted from just being on my wall as a poster to actually a real person, amazing experience, man. Made the dream a reality, so that was a good moment.
And he might, I'm not going to tell you guys, may have a thug tier 2 forming inside.
I was about to say, if he walking out, I'm about to cry.
You literally were right there. That is our Marcellus memory.
Don't do that.
Marcellus
Flat. Don't go up. You're trying to make me cry, girl. It ain't going to happen, y'all.
And now we turn back into the NBA. Plenty of question marks.
About to cry about this team.
No, you're right. We have a problem. The Rockets won most games last season, but this summer they've lost 2 key members. That's Trevor Ariza, and help me about this guy, Bamute. He chose to sign with obviously signed with the Clippers.
The Clippers. Say it. Came back home.
The Clippers. It was reported days ago by our Dave McMenamin that he saw Carmelo's business manager. He spent much of the first half of that Rockets-Warriors Summer League game talking with the Houston contingent, including Mike D'Antoni and CP3. Also, the Thunder have given Carmelo permission to meet with other prospective teams. So Dave is here. Tell us what you know. What didn't we see on camera?
Well, I think what needs to happen here is Houston getting face-to-face with Carmelo, and Adrian Wojnarowski reported today that OKC has given permission both Miami and Houston to have that type of conversation. And just like hey, if stuff goes bad, or if we acquire other pieces, are you going to say I'm a starter no matter what? 'Cause that's what we did last year in OKC, and it ruffled some feathers. We want to know, are you in this for the team, and then you're going to bring everything to the table, or is there still some ego as a superstar?
Let me ask you that. Do you feel as if, from what you're hearing, is there some ego as a superstar? I said yesterday on the show, he has a hard time believing that he's lost a little bit of that edge.
Yeah, but I also think that elite athletes, if they don't have that, then it's done. And so, I mean, I wouldn't celebrate him for not having it, because it'd be like, you know, go do TV or something.
Okay, so then can he, but in that same token, is that the rub? Can he?
Well, I think, you know, and many people said this before, but he's been his best as a basketball player on the Olympics and playing with other great basketball players.
Okay.
He was able to sublimate his ego there. And so I think it could be a really good situation for him. And this is probably unpopular opinion, but I don't think the Rockets are that much worse or that much different. I know Trevor Ariza is a much better two-way player, and Bamute brings things to the table that Melo doesn't. But the gap between them and the Warriors last year with Ariza and Bamute, and then the gap that would exist this year with DeMarcus Cousins and Melo, I think negligible. I think it's the same thing it was
You think
before.
it's the same team?
Yeah.
I feel as if we're discounting the impact not having Iguodala on the Warriors during the playoffs had on how that series played out.
Fair.
You know, I do believe that if Iguodala was healthy, whether CP3 is healthy or not, that would have been a much easier series for the Warriors. But with that being said, I feel like they've gotten worse. They've gotten worse only in the sense of the defense that they're losing. I mean, Carmelo is a great offensive player, and I still think he can get you those buckets. But on the other side of the court, when you start to pick and rolls, when you start to move him on the perimeter, is he going to be able to keep up? Is he going to be willing to keep switching? Is he going to be willing to play the passing lanes like Bute, like Trevor Ariza did for them? And I would say probably not. We haven't seen it thus far. I hate to think that it's going to happen now.
Can't be up here saying my booty. You just can't do that to a Clipper. That's a Clipper, man. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
My booty.
No, my booty. Yeah, not yours. My booty. Okay, there you go. Yeah, right. LZ, you're actually correct. It's the defense that you really have to narrow your focus on. 2 years ago, Golden State saw that Houston went out there and shot the 3 ball as well as they did. What happened? Houston couldn't even touch Golden State. Last year, shot the 3 ball as well, better than Golden State. But what happened? They were up 3-2 in the series. Why? Because they played defense. They were up to 6 in efficiency. Now you bring in Carmelo, who's going to get you 3-point buckets, and he's going to be an ISO player, fits the system. But where's the defense? You lose 2 of your best defenders out there. So the way that they approached and attacked Golden State last year was defensive-minded with shooters. Now they're just going to have shooters again, trying to outshoot Golden State. Usually doesn't work.
I will tell you, though, Dave, one of the things that shocked me was the fact that CP3 is a really smart guy. Why didn't he take less so that he can at least keep one of those defensive players? But he took all the yams, and there was really nothing left to pay those other two guys.
Yeah.
Maybe because he knew his friend Carmelo Anthony would come play for him for less money. And also, the Houston Rockets lost Game 7 because they missed 3-point shots.
Yeah, they missed all of them. You're right.
So add an offensive piece. Like,
I will say something that's unpopular, like you just did, Dave.
Yeah.
Let me say this.
What do you
when
think?
Chris,
that Melo's
a better one. When Chris Paul gets the max and you're on that team and you're thinking we're saying championship window a year or two and you give him 4 years at his age with his injury concerns, you know what that sends a signal to the rest of the locker room? Like, if they're going to give him his, I'm going to get mine because there's not enough here. I thought we were trying to win. Oh, we're not necessarily?
Okay, so what's happening with Clint Capella? Like,
Man, I don't know. Dave, what's happening with Clint Capella?
Well, that's the same thing. I think that's a great point with Marcellus making.
Right.
He's like, I'm the young up-and-coming piece
Yes,
here.
that's what I'm like,
I
is he
run by
saying
the
that to me?
defense, and
That's the signal.
where's my $100 million contract that I want to get?
That's the signal.
so what you know anything about that? Will they sign him? What
Oh,
are we
I mean,
hearing?
they're gonna sign him. It's a matter of them giving him a number where he still feels appreciated, or they go so low that he feels like my first chance to get out of here. Let's go.
And their best leverage
to disengage
is actually the marketplace because it's so dry out there that he didn't have the options he needs,
You're
right? So it's tough for him.
You know what? So yesterday, LeBron officially signed with the Lakers. That's official. But you hear that the Sixers felt like they had a really good shot at landing him. Managing partner said, and I quote, this is what they say. I think they consider this very strongly. The fact that they took the meeting with us was something that they didn't view lightly, so I think that they were very serious about it. Yeah, right?
Let y'all live.
I think he did it. That was a favor. So meanwhile, Dave, do you really believe that he can... David, should I not even ask the question?
I mean,
you're looking at me like...
I mean...
Just because the fact that they got a meeting when 27 other teams didn't, I guess, puts them in the running. I think it's more of a business relationship thing.
Exactly.
Chris Paul also
Joel
manages Ben Simmons.
Right.
Yeah.
Clutch Sports is out there.
It's still a good look for the franchise overall.
Yeah.
And, you know, Brett Brown has a great relationship with LeBron, and both of them have complimented each other in the press very glowingly in the last several years. But no, I mean, it was a two-team race, as it was described to me, for the last month or so leading up to it. Right.
Yeah.
But as we've seen, like the Lakers obviously even had more of a lead than anybody really believed.
Okay.
I felt as soon as Magic Johnson started making moves to prove his competence, it was a wrap. You know, like from a business and personal perspective, you understood why LA was possible. But then once Magic got in there and started doing some things, if you're LeBron, like going, okay, I can roll with that because I've been sitting over here with these dudes.
Yeah, Marcel, let me ask you a question. How jealous were you when LeBron signed with the Lakers?
You know what? I wasn't jealous because I saw it coming. Said that a lot. Respect to the Lakers. I do not hate the Lakers. I just love the Clippers more. That said, the thirst of the 76ers right now, I mean, the horseshoes mentality. We so close. We almost got there. She could have. Dog, you know I've been engaged 4 times, right? So I got 3 exes out there saying, we could have got married. No, we wouldn't. No, we ain't. And the same thing with you, Philadelphia. Stop going around talking about what could have happened, should have happened. It didn't happen. I don't even see the positive PR of doing this. Like, we almost got LeBron. That doesn't work.
Did you use the same ring for all 4?
I let them keep them. Oh, yeah. The love is still there.
Holla with the chain.
Oh, yeah, for real. Oh, yeah. It ain't that if you got it.
All
right, so thank you. Meanwhile, Dave, thanks for coming. Sorry.
We'll see a lot of you in L.A. Yeah.
Meanwhile, I will attempt to explain what's happening here. You guys are wrong. You guys. Do you know that is wrong?
That's yesterday. They got you. They got you.
Coming up tonight on SportsCenter after PTI, we've got highlights and analysis of today's first World Cup semifinal between France and Belgium. Plus, the latest on Kawhi Leonard and over-under NBA season win totals with Brian Windhorst. See you at 6 Eastern tonight with Jay Harris.
Tomorrow night, folks, check this one out. Oh, no, we're going to winners and losers. My bad. Check us out right now. Up first, winner explanations.
Explain yourself.
What was I dancing to? You know, like, you guys know Chris Cross?
Yeah, do we?
Yeah. And so
warm it up, Chris. Rest in peace.
That's what I was doing. I was warming it up. And I have yet to learn the shiggy.
Man, you're going through a lot of errors right now.
What am I doing? What am I doing right now?
You're doing the chub rock?
Yeah.
And then you hit up a little Big Daddy Kane.
A little bit of wop.
And then a little wop.
And then you challenge me. I don't know the words.
You don't know the words. Not one line.
Who knows the words?
And shout out to Tasha.
Hey, Tasha.
Big fan. fan, Tasha. Big fan, Tasha.
Stop
No,
it.
she can dance. Tasha should have been the one dancing.
Tasha ain't dancing. That's me dancing.
No, I'm looking behind you,
Yeah.
right? Because whatever you doing, what are you doing? That's the Commodore we listen to?
I'm warming it up.
You don't dance a lot, do you?
I
Okay, gangsters don't dance, they boogie.
Free pizza.
Yes.
You clown, I got you. LeBron James announced Blaze Pizza in Culver City. He will be giving away free pizzas this afternoon. That's in Culver City, California. That's not LeBron, though. Is that LeBron?
That LeBron back there.
Are we
cooking it
live?
up?
Are we live inside of his?
Y'all knew when LeBron was coming to L.A. when they opened up the first Blaze Pizza in Staples Center. What was that, 2 years ago?
Yep.
He was like, yeah, I'm coming.
Haven't been to a pizza party in a minute. Here I come. That's what he tweeted.
3 hours of free pizza for all the
Sepulveda.
Huh?
4114 Sepulveda.
Culver City, rush out there.
3 hours of pizza, y'all.
Culver City, the spot.
I'm out.
Rush.
I
You
can't
going?
afford those